Elon Musk becomes enemy number one. Mortgage-backed securities get a full downgrade, and our Trump shitcoin projects about to moon. All this and more on today's Blockchain Basement.
Bum, 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 bum. You ready for this? I'm ready. Welcome.
If you're gonna screw me, at least pull my hair.
Hell yeah. What do you got?
They could start chopping off fingers. They're like, give me your seed phrase, but I don't know it.
Out to give the numbers out. And I was like, no, hang up the phone right now.
Or like when it dropped in 2020, was it like exciting?
400,000 to 600,000. The generational signals are now.
Level. So I don't even know if we're gonna get back below there, but if we do, that's kind of where we
It's a Friday. We're chilling out in the Blockchain Basement, hanging out. Owen has absolutely destroyed the studio with white. What are those? What flavor of Monster Energy drinks are you drinking over there, Owen? What are you drinking? They're just white. That's what the flavor is. You have one too. What is this?
Zero Ultra.
These things are all over the place, half drunk. And Owen just spinning around the office, just being nuts. How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Hannah?
I'm doing good. I'm having fun.
Yeah?
It's a fun Friday.
That's right. It's a fun Friday indeed.
Friday.
Taco, thanks for joining us. How's things going?
It's a pleasure to be here. Love being on Blockchain Basement.
Yeah, dude. You're in the NFT realm. You're bringing that NFT alpha. You're still putting out videos on NFT Alpha's YouTube, right?
Oh, yeah. And just started posting more on TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok.
you should. You really should.
And Instagram and Twitter.
NFT
All
Alpha.
the
I'm
best
just
places.
Yeah, speaking of, we never really like pump other social media
Yeah.
accounts, I feel like, but everybody has an Instagram. Hey, Instagram.
I have an Instagram. My Instagram is going nuts, and I barely put any effort into it. I should probably put more effort into the Instagram thing. People are liking me off on there. Make sure to check out Taco at NFT Alpha on YouTube, though. Pull up my screen here so I can show them. It's at NFT Alpha on YouTube's. You can also find him on Twitter, but he's putting out all that NFT alpha while no one's paying attention, calling out what will probably be, there's many, many gems that you've called out in the wide array of NFTs that are probably going to moon next cycle, and then even more losers. So, he's in the kind of deep pick realm. You guys are going to be talking to me about this Stars Arena. Is that what Stars Arena? With the Avalanche?
Yeah, I'm going parabolic. I'm up 4,600%, baby.
You've been doing some things on there. We're going to be getting into that, trying to figure out if we should get in right now. It is definitely still early on that. Thumbnail Investor, LJGG, Phil Knight, a crypto guy, Deadwood, Nicole Minnis, DOD Slave, Blue Punk Rocker, Gary's Guzzler. Thank you all for joining me. I went through just all my recent interactions, seeing the awesome people that support the Blockchain Basement, sharing the breaking news as I was putting it out. I really appreciate you. I see you. You are what makes this all possible. Without the community of crypto-minded degens pushing the word forward and making it clear where things are right now in our monetary cycle is how we can change the future for this country, for our kids, and for everyone across the world. It's a digital landscape, and our message is going far and wide. So thank you very much for that support. Morel, how's your week been?
Busy.
You've been busy. What have you been up to? Anything double secret or
integrations and just trying to make things perform top notch?
Top notch?
Yeah.
Maybe just huge. Just gonna make them huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huge.
Okay.
Huge.
Owen, do you have any plans? Are you going to go shooting with me anytime soon? Are we going to go shooting that thing?
Shooting, where at?
Well, we can go to Governor's, or we can go to the woods. Sometimes
I love the woods.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to have a good spot around here, somewhere close by.
Yeah, I
to
know.
get a good wood spot because I want to get a site. And I want
to talk to people about crypto at the range, thoh. I think that's something that we should do. We should kind of force crypto conversations with guys at the range.
Force it on everyone.
Yeah, I mean, well, as best we can. But in crypto right now, markets are actually not looking bad at all. I'm feeling pretty damn bullish because everyone else that's talking heads are now feeling bearish. I was bearish before it was cool at 31K. Now we went down to 25, tried to blast through it twice, and we have not been able to do so. Let's check out the year here. So this is what I'm looking at. Bump right there at that 25 spot. Did not break through. A lot of people are like Tim's looking at this potential head and shoulders. Some other people comparing kind of the fractal of how, this setup is trying to look like this, which I think is a hell of a stretch. I think that's a real big hell of a stretch right there. Because if in general, statistically speaking, if we're going to mirror or rhyme with the 4-year cycle, we're landing somewhere in here. DZ makes a great point that the COVID cough flu season was just a variable no one saw. And if you did away with that kind of black swan event down there, we'll try to zoom in on it. If you did away with that event in particular, you're basically in the same kind of accumulation range and setup that we're in right now. So everything looks systems a go to me. But, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I like having a stance and not being a fair weather fan, just saying could go up, could go down. Sometimes it may be good. Sometimes it may be shit. I like to give a little bit more conviction on my calls because I feel damn good about my calls over the last year and a half. And you should go through our live streams and see those calls. Called out the banking collapse ahead of time. Called out the Fed increases ahead of time. Taco called out Harry Potter Obama Sonic Emu at like $1 million market cap.
Because I own the LP, man.
It is insane.
I control the whole project.
We've been crushing it, So and I have some videos that I did some deep dives this last 2 weeks on some new information that I found from the origins and the infrastructure and the accessibility from the scary 3-letter agencies on Bitcoin. So I'm going to be putting out that deep dive video very shortly on Discover and Basement. But then also we're going to be digging in to something nobody is talking about. It was hot for a minute, BRICS. We're going to talk about a little bit of what Xi Jinping's got planned for the BRICS currency, and it's going to make you real happy when you find out what I've got in store for you. So stick around over the next few weeks and pay close attention for those videos. When they do break, I will absolutely make it clear, but they're going to be huge, absolutely huge. Speaking of like unhuge things, this kind of made me really angry. Like this started off my day. This is Joe Biden's dog, Commander. And this is the dog that had 11 bite incidents at the White House. And they removed Commander for biting people at the White House. You can clearly see Biden is not the nicest dog owner right here. So this kind of got me a little extra fired up. But I would expect nonetheless from the geriatric robot, probably malfunctioning. Beyond that,
Wait, hold on. That dog is probably doing everything in its power to get out of that place.
I know.
He sees its owner. He sees all the people around him. He's like, "Get me out of here."
For real. I mean, no harm to the dog. People that hurt dogs are very, very low on the totem pole for lives I value. So also we have this from Cystine Research. Forrest, make sure to follow Cystine Research. Does great work.
Forrest.
And he's awesome. He's on ATB all the time. On Sin City Crypto, he's great insight. And he just had this post, which I thought was very insightful. It's like, what happens to the only consistently active Donald Trump meme coin if Donald Trump does become the House Speaker? Let's see what this one is. It's Trump/USD on Uniswap on the 1 day. And yeah, I mean, this thing ripped upon release, but my God, look at Taco. This feels like a healthy meme coin chart to me. Like usually you see on meme coins, like just a nasty, like this should have been all given back like pretty immediately. I find it very intriguing that it's found this house up top here, and then it's right in on actual news about Trump potentially accepting the House Speaker position. It's talking about Mario Nalfal come out with this, and it is true. Trump is willing for a short term. Trump confirmed he would accept a short term role as the Speaker of the House to serve as a unifier for the Republican Party under a parliament replacing until a permanent replacement is found. Trump initially rejected the notion on Wednesday. My focus is totally on the presidency, yada, yada, yada. But he's like, hey, I'll give you a squeeze for short term. What'd you think? Is this a play? Look at this thing.
I just wanted to add to the Trump meme coin. So obviously this is not anyone on Trump's team or even Trump himself behind this coin. This is a random anonymous person or group. So the first thing I would do is I would find the contract address and I would put it in Etherscan and I would see the holders and see how many are held by whales and if they kind of like control the whole entire project.
Yeah.
Because this kind of chart tells me that those holders are holding on to those coins if there are whales in the community.
Right.
Or if it's more kind of decentralized and holder amounts are spread out. I would do that. But then on the flip side, I would look at like actual Trump NFTs. I covered this on NFT Alpha. The video will be out at 7. But in the last 24 hours, the V2 Trump NFTs have skyrocketed like 350%. So I was just talking with our editor because she's like, I don't think these NFTs of Trump on the blockchain are good. And I replied with, well, if you buy when he's not in the news and then sell when he's in the news, that's a pretty good way to make money. Not financial advice though.
No, I mean, that's exactly it. I did cover the 350% increase. These cards, I think most people are just bearish on like how simple the artwork is, but I mean, people get excited about him. He captures the news all the time. So wouldn't be surprised to see these things at a much different price evaluation, but it's very interesting. This meme chart. I'm going to try to look up on Etherscan this exact address distribution, because that's a great point you made. How many of them are whales? How many of them are basically just a consolidated ownership of that? That'll be interesting to note.
And then, other things that we were talking about right before the show is go on like Dex Tools and check out the what's it called? Like the statistics of the contract. Like, is there buy tax? Is there sale tax? Is there like blacklisted address? Is there any like funny business? It kind of tells you that, and it's pretty useful.
Yeah. Well, what's not useful is selling $300 million worth of wall material at a 99% discount and then deciding, you know what? We actually need that. And so you have to buy it back now that steel prices have increased by nearly double in some instances. So this is just a great example of our government pissing money away down the drain like it doesn't mean no thing. They sold $300 million worth of materials intended for that project for $2 million. And now they realize the policy is a mistake. Cities that begged for not to be built are now begging for the exact opposite because they realize the repercussions of their choices. And now we have to repurchase that material at a higher cost, thus adding more and more spending and basically debt to the deficit, which puts us in a harder position. I needed to highlight that because it's just absolute irresponsibility. That's our financial system being morons, basically. And I'm smarter than them. I think that at this point, I try to stay pretty humble, but that's a really, really dumb move to make.
Crypto Stevo, why don't you follow me? What the heck? I thought we were bros, man. I thought we go way back.
Yeah,
our vacation is canceled.
Should we get into Stars Arena right now? Let's get into that. Let's look at Stars Arena. Let's see here. So traders have become bullish on Avalanche following the injection of new AVAX addresses and activity thanks to Stars Arena and the ability to buy shares and tip helpful posts. Keep an eye out on this and its benefits toward Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and ADA as well. This is from Sentiment, just highlighting that. I know. So we all, real quick, Taco, you got on there this morning, right?
Yeah, around I think like 11.
Did
you?
11? You just got it?
Yeah.
I was thinking you've like been on this.
So
no, literally
to me.
I tried yesterday. I kept on clicking to like connect with Twitter and it wouldn't work. But today it did.
You're up 4,600% in 5 minutes. What happened here, Taco? Please elaborate on what is going on here.
So the reason I didn't get on friendtech, and this is what we were talking about beforehand, and why I'm on Star Arena. So I was skeptical about friendtech at the beginning, kind of wanted to see it like mature a little bit. And I will admit I missed out on friendtech. So I was not going to miss out on Star Arena. I already had some AVAX in my like my MetaMask Avalanche C chain, I think it's called.
Okay.
So you just like send it right over. It shows up in seconds and you could start right away. And as soon as you make an account, I believe that they have bots set up, or not the team, or maybe the team, but people have bots set up to like flip your keys, your tokens, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
So like within 5 minutes, I think like 10 people already were buying my token or key.
Okay.
So you generate like a fee, or like you get a fee. You get the fee that from the trade.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to say.
Welcome to OG status, Alexandra. You're amazing. She's in the morning stream, always sharing our links, getting people connected. You are a fantastic human being. And thank you for joining OG status. What you got?
Always seeing Alexandra. Shout out Alexandra G.
Yes.
Welcome to the OG status, baby. But yeah, I was going to say on friendtech, right when you join, there's bots that like buy a lot of people as well. They're scouting like small accounts to buy them early so that they can sell them. They go up a little bit really quick and then they just make a little profit. But I actually just got a Stars Arena because there's been a few people messaging me, and Taco messaged me this morning, and Doug Hype has like helped onboard me to Stars Arena. But I just got it, and so far very interesting. I'm learning about AVAX. It seems fun. It's more of like a Twitter interface. You can follow people. There's a private chat like friendtech, but you can see everybody's messages in it. Like it's different than the chat on friendtech.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I think I was very curious about Taco because he kind of faded friendtech, didn't get it, and then there was a lot of people that were in the same boat that didn't get friendtech. They never like looked at it really, and they got Stars Arena like ASAP, like right when it came out.
Well, their ears might be perking up now that they see these increases in value, right? I mean, that's pretty.
Exhibit A. Who was watching yesterday? Did y'all hear me? Double H.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
OG, welcome, Remington. Slack.
Flowing in.
Did y'all hear me yesterday when I said that when you buy and sell the keys on friendtech, I earn a commission? Everybody that has a friendtech, if somebody buys or sells your keys, you earn a commission. And everybody in chat was like, there we go. That's why she's been shilling it, like whatever. But I'm like, that's what everybody does. Like that's part of the whole point of the app, is like, that's the incentive to use it, is you're gonna profit. You're gonna make money if you get people to interact with your keys. Stars Arena is the same way, but Ben Armstrong. A little tweet popped up 20 hours ago. I think somebody might have been watching The Basement, might have heard about these commission fees because they changed their mind on friendtech. We have a new friendtech member.
They see the gains, you know what I mean? It happens.
It happens.
Something's happening with this, and I think that overall, like I've been watching AVAX before, seeing the Stars Arena thing roll out, and just like I'm starting to get just hyper bullish on AVAX right now, which kind of feels weird. I know it's kind of a bad time. I should probably look at this chart. It better be around $10 still, or I swear to God, I'm going to flip this table.
That's enough.
Crypto Stevo, I bought your key.
You bought a key. Oh,
bought his
Steve,
key.
Welcome to the game, baby. 3333.
Oh yes, Taco. You wearing a merch hoodie?
So Hit Network, they don't do tie-dye, so this is as close as they can get to tie-dye. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, check out this hoodie.
That's tight.
XRP, baby!
I didn't even notice that. I thought that was one of your other ones that you always wear.
Right? It blends right in. It fits my
Absolutely.
style.
God, AVAX. Jesus, this thing is looking so.
Oh, and
juicy.
also, I was going to add to what Hannah said. Would you rather the platform that you use keeps everything, or would you rather use something that actually rewards you for using it?
Literally.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, exactly. You just get a little bit of the price that these people are paying to buy and sell the keys. Like,
Rather than
it-
like an
it-
OpenSea who takes all the profit. They don't even give you a token or anything. And then, listen to this. This is crazy.
Okay.
So they have this new like creator program. So like a project can go and like say, hey, can you launch this NFT for me? So guess how much OpenSea is taking from every single sale?
10%.
10 freaking percent. So they
That's
take away
ridiculous.
royalties for creators. And then, hey, we'll launch your NFT for you, but we're going to take 10% of it.
Whoa.
It's almost like we need a new NFT marketplace that actually cares about the people that are using it.
I didn't realize it was 10% though. That's insane. Is it really flat 10% fee
Yeah.
on the transaction?
Like they're
Holy hell.
sneaky about it. I think that's new, right? Like that it hasn't always been 10%, or has it?
That doesn't
I
spark
think
joy
it
at all.
has been. And people, well, see, like they have an audience. Obviously, they've been around since I think 2017, and they pretty much exploded in 2021. I think they have like over 1 million on Twitter. So they can charge those fees for the exposure that they get or they give to the project. So, I mean, it's not right, but
Right.
it's fair market value, I guess.
Well, and they had kind of a stranglehold on the market. They had all the advertising ahead of time. Like other competitors were really behind the buck. When at the last bull market, I remember it was just like all OpenSea. Like that's the only. It seemed like it was the only place. There was many different locations you can get NFTs back in the last market, but OpenSea absolutely dominated the narrative. I'm gonna have to get some Avalanche. God damn.
That's what I said.
I'm gonna have to get some
Yeah,
Avalanche.
I'm like this. Okay, these platforms are making me. It makes everything so much more fun. Like it feels like bull market vibes. Like it makes everything fun. It makes everybody want to get in there. It makes everybody want to interact with everything. And I haven't even touched on this at all, but the networking effects. Like this. Stars Arena and friendtech are connected directly to your Twitter. So you go on somebody's profile, you click on their Twitter, you can see everything that they tweet, everything they talk about, who they interact with. You can DM them, and like that people are DMing me 33 question mark, and then it starts a conversation and you have a new connection. Like it's getting people to network with other people. It's bringing the community together, and people are like profiting off of it. Like everybody's happy. It's fun. Also, that being said, everybody be safe. If like do your own research for sure. Withdraw if you make money. Make sure you have that money in your account.
You've been consistently withdrawing off of friendtech, right? You haven't been leaving a bunch on there. How much is left on friendtech?
We're not talking numbers, but
well,
protect
no, just
yourself.
consistently.
Withdraw. Get your money. Like do your thing, earn whatever, and then withdraw it. Take profits. Invest in something that you believe in, or put it in. Do something.
Definitely, I recommend taking your phone number off of your Twitter account.
Yeah.
So that way, let's say you get SIM swapped, the person will be like, "Oh, I forgot my password for my Twitter. Let me get a text key or link." And then that's how they literally get your Twitter login. They create a new login and password and everything.
Okay,
Nicole, I have not gotten a Pudgy Penguin. They're still at 5.2 or
They shot up to almost
5.4.
6 ETH. And I
Yeah.
have something to say about that.
Yeah.
too.
There's someone that is very over leveraged on Blur. So that means that they bought a bunch of these Pudgy Penguins at a discount, and they have to pay the rest later.
Yeah.
But they don't have the money unless they do. But it's just caution. Maybe wait a month.
That's what I'm doing.
Or maybe a week or two.
Yep.
And then maybe you'll get a better entry if you want to get a Pudgy Penguin.
I'm looking for 3 ETH.
Do you know the
I'm gonna
alpha
buy
on
Pudgy.
Pudgy Penguins?
What's that?
It's Lil Pudgies.
Little Pudgies? What, a pair of pants I saw them tagging you in? It was like a pair of pants that was like completely covered in tiny Pudgy Penguins.
We need to find the photo. Nicole would
Yeah.
love that. We need to find the photo. I'll send it. But yeah, there's a designer on Instagram that he bought a bunch of the Pudgy plushies and he put them all together and made a pair of pants. It's amazing.
Go to
but-
Moose. Go to Moose. He just posted that picture.
Moose. Moose is the like community manager of Pudgy Penguins. But anyways,
okay.
little Pudgies, they're under 1 ETH, most of them right now, like
0.4.
0.4, 0.6.
Well, they went up.
A lot of them did, but I mean, wait a little bit. They'll probably go down a little before the team does something else. Next time they do something else, it's gonna pump again, right? That's how this works. But right now they're like $1,000 or less for the most part, like floor little Pudgies. But I'm bullish. I think so. If you can't get a Pudgy, get a little Pudgy or a few.
We gotta find your actual Pudgy Penguin you had in the office here. It's floating around somewhere.
Yeah, it's
we had it on the
somewhere.
desk
She's
like a
lost.
week ago. But no, I'm waiting for 3 ETH if I do get a Pudgy Penguin. That's what I want to pay for a Pudgy Penguin. I've got my line in the sand, and that's just the way it is. If I miss out on that, fine. But I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to entry points, basically.
And you guys talked about them getting added to Walmart. They just got added to.
Yes, they're on Amazon and Walmart so far.
No, and wait, let me see if I can find it. Come back to me. To me.
Well, I'm about to go on a rant about SWE, but we can also touch about the SEC is basically forcing Elon Musk to testify in the Twitter probe. In essence, the SEC is just saying, hey, we gave it so many times. We gave all this leniency for Elon to come, and he just never would talk to us more and more and more. Elon's basically saying this is fringing harassment. So he's not really interested in going and continuing to divulge more information. I think this is kind of the best write-up about it. This is Colin Rugg. Elon Musk calls for the overhaul of agencies like the SEC and calls for the punishment of people at these agencies who abuse their power for political reasons. Good. Let's do it for all three-letter agencies. This comment from Musk came in X in response to the news that the SEC is suing Musk in relation to his Twitter stock purchase. He paid $44 billion for a very large crime scene. The SEC clearly has it out for Musk as if they're forcing him to testify. While responding to Mario Nawfal on X, Musk gave it a 100% probability that the agencies like the SEC will be overhauled. That is a strong statement from Elon Musk. You got to think about how many eyes Elon knows are on him to have the unmitigated gall to say 100% probability that agencies like the SEC will be overhauled is substantial. A comprehensive overhaul of these agencies is sorely needed, along with a commission to take punitive action against those individuals who have abused that regulatory power for their personal and political gain. Can't wait for this to happen. I estimate the probability at 100%. Absolutely. That just gets my goat going. What you got, Taco?
The toy store was in the United Kingdom, Smith's. So Pudgy Penguin's now available in all Smith's toy stores across the United Kingdom.
I wonder if Chemistry Bros in the chat. He should tell us if Smith's is a big deal out there here. So Smith's, Pudgy Penguins. What you got, Hannah? I'm looking this up right now.
What was I about to say? Oh, Pudgy's global strategy is just chef. Like the Pudgy Asia community is crazy. Let me tell. Like I've said it 1,000 times. The founders are marketing people. Like they're business people. They understand like global strategy. Like this. So bullish. I'm so bullish.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna collect little Pudgies until.
They might be something. I mean, I've seen crazier things.
They grow up to a Pudgy.
As long as Luca Netz is the founder, as long as he remains in control of the company, then hit the likes, everybody.
That's right.
143 people watching, and we got 49 likes. Come on, let's get to 100.
Pump
please.
those numbers up. This is Smith's.
Please.
Smith's with a Y. Looks like it's a pretty big deal in the UK. They got all these Pudgy Penguin little toys
They're
available
so
and stuff.
cute.
They're branching. At least there's something physical behind the product that people can have.
I forgot the name of it, but it was when I was a kid. It was like one of those browser games with penguins.
Club Penguin.
Club Penguin,
dude.
This is like the modern version of
whole
Club
nother
Penguin.
spiel.
Yes,
Hold on.
it is.
Taco, do you know about their game?
Pudgy World.
Yes.
Yep.
Lobby.pudgyworld.com. Let's fucking waddle, baby. Everybody join. Like, it's so fun. Soon we'll be able to add each other.
baby.
They're developing it, but like, it's so fun. It's like the Pudgy Penguin metaverse. And here, let me talk about the toy strategy real quick.
Okay, I'm good.
Because they're doing it as they're releasing them as collectibles. So like they have a certain amount of Pudgies right now that are available on Amazon and Walmart, right? But it's like the first line. Like I've seen the ones on Drew's screen. I've seen them 100 times at this point. They're gonna start releasing other ones. Like different Pudgies are gonna have toys. I feel like the strategy behind this is much more elaborate than even we know. Like they're gonna roll out new Pudgy toys that look different with different traits. It's gonna make different Pudgy NFTs worth more because of their traits. Like for Exhibit A, there's a new one coming out, or if it's real, I don't know. I saw it last night. One of the plushies is going to have a pink sweater. So now all the the NFTs with the pink sweater are probably going to go up a little bit. You
This
feel
is
me?
like digitized Beanie Babies.
It's like Webkins. Club Penguin is built into their strategy. There's like hundreds of thousands of kids that grew up on Club Penguins. Me,
Yeah.
I was one of them for years. And then Disney bought it, they turned it to shit. They shut it down. And then somebody in the UK started a client, they copied the whole Club Penguin client and they published it, and everybody was still playing, like people were still playing this new illegal version of Club Penguin because it was live on the internet and it was free. And those people got arrested in London and the UK, I guess in 2018. They got arrested for publishing this Club Penguin client. So it got shut down. So there's all these kids that were still playing in 2018 that now just have like no game to play. Like if they find out about Pudgy Penguins, what are they going to do? You hear me? Like I grew up playing all these online games that just don't exist anymore, and the market for like 8 to 15-year-old kids online games is there like more than ever, and somebody needs to take advantage of it, and Pudgy Penguins is doing it.
Yeah, just your
I feel like I'm actually like this. I feel like I'm plugging into a whole nother like world that I didn't know was even going on.
Literally.
That's
Like,
NFTs for you.
That's
but
incredible.
what you were saying about the traits is 100% correct. I can't find the picture, but they had different collections, different NFT collections that they're essentially collabing with, and they're taking specific traits from those collections and adding them to the Pudgy Penguins. So those will probably be worth a lot.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
It's so fun, and they're cute. Like what? Okay.
I
next.
mean, you know, they are cute, and I've seen crazier things work. I'll say that. I'm not buying a full-on NFT unless it hits 3 Ethereum. I still demand 3 Ethereum.
Man, they've been
Speaking into
holding up over like 4
I think it's
ETH,
only
like the
gonna
whole
go
bear
up.
market. So.
They're only going up, and everybody gonna be crying.
I will die on this hill. I want for 3
It's a
Ethereum.
brave new world. Literally, that's what their game is called, a brave new world, and it's just getting started.
You could
Well-
go on like Blur and put in like a 3 ETH bid. Maybe someone will bite.
I should do that, shouldn't I? 3 ETH
The
right
only thing
here.
about it is it has to like sit there.
Yeah, I
the
know.
Ethereum.
Yeah, I know. I probably should put in a bid for 3 and just see if anyone bites, though. It might happen. And we were talking about Sui when it was like the airdrop frenzy was going on. There was airdrop hunts going on for Sui and for, God, what was the other one? There was a couple big
Aptos.
ones. Aptos was another big one.
ZK Sync.
OP was another.
Arbitrum.
Yep, Arbitrum. Sui was in that mix, and really Sui's kind of inception, why we paid attention to it when it initially broke. Let's look at the graph of Sui first. Sui has an interesting background because it shares developers that kind of split up between Aptos and Sui from the previous team that put together Facebook's Libra token. The only reason the Libra token didn't move forward for Facebook was because Mark Zuckerberg got slapped in the mouth in front of Congress, God and country, over potentially creating a currency outside of congressional control of minting currency. So this is Sui's all-time graph. And obviously, I mean, I was messing around with the system before this was even launched. It launched really strong, like too strong, at $1.30 a piece, and has been very much so a downhill ride since then. That being said, I'm not counting it out as something because even though I interact with the network, I didn't really have this built-in expectation for a large airdrop. I just basically wanted to see what these new developers were coming up with, how fast the system worked, how well their games and their NFTs and all those things interacted. It was a smooth system. So I will say that. It's a smooth system. Very low circulating supply, though. It's only got 8.6% of its total supply in circulation right now, which makes me feel a little bit icky. Definitely holding off on buying that one until I see that number going up because, that's just not, I'm not buying anything that's only got 8% circulating. But this was, where is this? I have a good write-up on it. Where is it? Let me see. Here it is. All right. So this is from Alex Wassi. Wassi_time1 on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Sweet price, obviously not sparking joy. All right, not sparking joy here. But this is a good write-up. It's about how to kill a project from start or face a huge disappointment. 4 months of complete recession, the token price has dropped by 65%. It is lacking a strong community, which I can definitely attest to. It was interesting in the development side or like the airdrop hunting side. He was super active. People were like, oh my God, I'm bullish. This is the future, right? We're all in this together, right? It's going to be awesome. But then things happened. So Sui Network serves as a vivid example of what not to do. The team made a grave mistake, completely undermining the efforts of thousands of airdrop farmers and supporters on new chains. By giving at least $500 as an airdrop, the outcome might have been drastically different. Total value locked at 24 million, which represented about 50% increase in the last month. Active wallets are 130,000, showing a growth of 250% over 1 month's time. So things are happening as far as wallets and as far as total value locked. The desire to use Sui has not increased, though. There are plenty of other chains available that are more convenient, promising, and significantly better than Sui. Aptos Network is being one of them. Feisty competitors appears to be more promising due to the potential for a second token distribution to the community. This is the thing. These people are in the front end of it, testing out all the apps they're expecting a return. Maybe I was very much so in the minority where I didn't expect a return and I was fine not getting one, but I got on Twitter when it was called Twitter at the time and people were pissed. And then literally I have not seen a single thing come across my feed from Sui since then. This is the sentiment I got, and it's matching up exactly with this write-up, which is why I really like this kind of take on it.
Do you know what I kept on seeing?
What's that?
Right before they kind of went radio silence is they were paying for sponsored posts.
Oh, yeah.
On X.
Oh, yeah.
And that kind of turned me off, and pretty much exactly what this article says.
Yeah.
This tweet says.
But the silver lining, I do think that Layer 0 is going to be a good one. Just highlighting with the embedding of Layer 0 labs into Aptos. In the upcoming launch for ZRO token, it is likely to generate renewed interest in the chain, which is a possibility. But I think more of the focus is probably it's leaning, and the narrative is leaning towards Aptos and Layer 0 more so than Sui at the time being. So, there's always winners, there's always losers. These companies are trying to develop, groundbreaking or, a lot of times, honestly, I see copy and paste white papers that really aggravate me when you just literally are saying the same thing over and over again with a new, you're trying to, like meme coins are so educational, right? Or, just different kind of idiotic talking points for crypto projects. I like to see things that have good integration. Layer 0 is basically a translation. I kind of view it as just a translator between multiple different chains. So I think that that's going to be a strong one. Aptos getting a little bit more love in the public eye, and they were better about that airdrop. I know I feel like airdrop season is coming back, though. I'm starting to see more and more people talk about airdrop hunting.
It's a good model, from a marketing standpoint. Like friendtech, they have announced that there will be an airdrop, and everybody knows they're getting points, and it's fun. You have like a silver or a gold status on your account based on how many points you have, and you're just like waiting for something to happen, like looking forward to something. It keeps everybody coming back. It's a good model.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
It's incentivizing.
It builds community when you have these type of applications on top of these blockchains, and it really shows you which ones they're going with. They're going with an Ethereum L2 base. They're going with a EVM compatible chain, Avalanche. What's going on with Sui? What's going on with Aptos? Are they easily can they communicate with the Ethereum chain well?
With Layer 0, they'll be able to. Absolutely. That's the thing that I like about Layer 0 is that it connects those kind of disconnected, disjointed parties.
But is it as easy as just, all right, let me send this to this chain?
That is to be discovered. There's a lot of talks and promise that it's going to be, but you never know. Proof's in the pudding, right? You don't know how smooth the system's going to be until you dig in. Take a big old bite of that pudding.
The Deadwood says great scheme, which is also true. We'll see, right? Hopefully they deliver. It could be a great scheme, but it also is just a good model. Like there's good people out there. There's real people that actually do deliver. So
I know a better scheme, and that is the U.S. banking system.
Oh God, let's go.
And that is going to be my next segment here. So this is just the gift that keeps on giving. I'm so damn good at this. So this is from Bar Chart. Breaking U.S. banks. U.S. bank losses on held to maturity assets have soared to an all-time high of $400 billion of realized losses, not unrealized losses. We're talking cheese out of the bank, baby. Now it's getting real. So what do we have here? Renewed interest in banks' rate issues, unrealized losses on lenders' balance sheet. Now, the available to sell is the unrealized portion. The held to maturity is the realized portion. And this, so we've been watching, obviously I called this out, the potential of it happening right here. It began to happen. I danced on the hill, let it die. Bitcoin doubled. It was a great time, but I had to buy all. And then we had in this moment, when it reached this peak of, I think it hit around 670 billion on this chart. And this is just specific to unrealized losses on securities, not the whole smorgasbord of, I think it's commercial mortgage-backed securities on the other end, but there's another 1.7 trillion that's additional to these losses. But this is the front end, the security side, and I like these because this is Gary's kind of process of overseeing this stuff. So bank term funding program was instituted here. Be like, oh my God, we're going to fix everything, guys. It's going to be great. Oh, wait, we got to keep raising interest rates. You're still effed. And so it keeps going down. And these banks are pretty much nearing a point where regional and smaller banks are going to get liquidated because they're holding on to these assets and absolutely getting their ass handed to them. So it's going to get nasty in the banking sector still. We saw, I think it was Metro Bank yesterday. I don't think that it's gone down fully, but trading did get halted. And on top of this, so we talked about BTFP just now in March, saved the banking system for just a blip. And now things are continuing to get worse because the Fed got to act like a hawk on the street, being all scary, continuing to worry markets that rates are going to continue to increase, thus causing more pain for banks. But they also, on the reverse repo side, the facility has seen $1 trillion drain out of its account in the last 6 months. What happens when it runs out is important to remember that what this account for, and there's money and where this money came from in the first place. When all the money printing started in 2020, this account was not in use, okay? Not in use before flu season, okay? But the money printing flooded the bank system with deposits. Overnight reverse purchase agreements. Here's just the graph showing just the overall activity of it. And this is in billions of dollars from the Treasury, buying back no longer useful treasury bills because their investors are not making a good return. So whenever the dollar is spent, it goes from one bank account to another. When the dollar is in the bank account, it's a liability for the bank. They owe this dollar back to you and it costs them money to hold it. They have to do something to make the money off of it. So they buy an asset. They buy an asset so that they have an asset to offset their liability. From March 2020 to March 2021, banks didn't have to worry about this. They were not required to offset these liabilities. But starting in April 21, that temporary suspension was lifted and they had to get assets once again. If banks had gone off to buy up the assets with these trillions of dollars, it would have been pushed to short-term rates negative, and there would have been too much demand and not enough supply for short-term government debt. So the Fed opened up the reverse repo facility so that banks could get their collateral straight from them instead of the open market. Basically, just consolidating and making sure that as much of the open money market as possible is staying within the scam of the US dollar, because the empire of the US dollar has been overextended. It's already coming to the end of its existence. If you look at the statistical map of how long these situations last in history, we are right at that breaking point. And so to see them openly using reverse repo too heavily, obviously macroeconomic people are seeing this. They know that the rocks are shaky. BlackRock sees that it's not looking good. So we move on to this, which is also compounding the problem, because those securities that I showed you that are unrealized losses, those are rated AAA. Now, because they're so deep in the losses, those mortgage-backed securities and the ETFs that represent them have been downgraded to AA status. And it doesn't sound like much, like 2A to 3A, that's not a big deal. It's a really, really big deal when you're thinking about buying trillions of dollars worth of them. That matters a lot. And so basically, they're effed and they know it. The American people don't know it yet, unless you share this stream with your friends, get it out there, let them know, because things are cracking on the foundation of where the system stands upon. And I see it happening all over the place, but it's kind of a dry subject matter until it gets real and you got a cop kicking you out of your bank because you're there to take your money out of your bank And guess what? They bailed in. They took your money to fix the problem that I just explained to you. So maybe if you just watch that and it's just like, that doesn't make much sense. Maybe rewind, because these things become very, very physical interactions at a point if we don't stop them from getting to that point. So just wanted to highlight that. JP Morgan, this is just a highlight from FX Fed. JP Morgan's Marco Kolanovic. God, I'm terrible at names. Braces for a 20% market plunge, delivers a recession warning. I don't think that that's going to be going down. I really don't. I just kind of wanted to highlight that I think that he is full of shit because they're just going to keep cooking this Ponzi forward. They're going to have new mechanisms to do so. We've already highlighted how the development of FedNow and FedWire is a good way to kind of increase that immediate liquidity for these banks that are in risk, to increase the Federal Reserve's power. And now, as we all know, CBDCs and XRP have had a long-going kind of what do you call it? A coincidence group. It's not really a conspiracy group at this point because there's a lot of validation behind the fines. This is just an interesting highlight at bank seminars. This is a tweet from Shake 00R96. My boy works for a bank. He's at a conference right now. Can't mention details, but look at the pic he sent me. And he's just talking about how it's highlighting, existing relationships with central banks, MasterCard and Visa. MasterCard partners with Ripple, Consensus, Fluency, and Fireblocks. So it looks like just for at least the Visa and MasterCard side, these 4 kind of entry points for immediate liquidity are going to be what is the plan to tap domestic CBDCs. And then when I talk about this is different than the FedNow system that everyone's got their pennies in a bunch about. FedNow is from institution to institution. FedWire is where they actually plan to roll out that CBDC from person-to-person transaction capability. Now, if it gets to that point, fine. It's a matter of us making sure that elected leaders know that they can't use it for tyrannical actions. That's the point. It's just a tool. As long as you keep the governments at bay, then you should be fine. I don't think that it's a big deal. And like a lot of people like, how could you hold XRP? It's like, I look at it like a tool. If it's a psychopath behind it, I don't trust it. If it's a normal person, a law-abiding person, a person that feels good and takes care of humanity, I don't feel bad about that. So it's all about keeping them at the top accountable. There's a little bit more. God, there's been a lot of storm chasing videos. You guys got to see this. This is crazy. I'm going to play this. You ready for this, Owen? So these guys are out there. I think it was in Oklahoma.
I was the one filming.
You were the one filming this?
Yep.
Well, tell me how you got out of this one. Let's check it out.
There is massive hail in this thing. We're going to be very close to hitting that.
Oh, whoa, wrong video. That's not
We'll
me.
be okay. Yeah, that's a tornado. The tornado's on the ground right there.
Tornado reported south of Lewistown. Intense cone tornado.
So just up this valley, and we should be able to see this tornado. Yeah, okay, here we go. Is that it right there? Or wait, no, it's over here on the right. Yeah, it's right here on the right.
Turning right? Or what?
Yeah, so keep on going. It's gonna be left. Right here, this is the gravel road right here. It's on the ground. Okay, it's down. What's going on, bud?
This is going to get crazy.
We gotta go east. Be cognizant, it's coming towards us.
Be
Go down
cognizant.
this road, go, straight.
Let's get out.
You gotta go right
Run
like you
towards
can,
it.
bro.
I hate this.
It's a mile away. It's growing a little bit wider.
Go. We're actually fine. It's gonna go straight. It's gonna go south of us. Slow down. So now we're going north. Yeah, and our escape route's north right now.
These winds don't make it seem like it's okay right now.
I get it. Yep. Oh my gosh! Oh! Holy
Jesus.
Lord Jesus, please protect us in the name of Jesus. Oh, fudge. Get over it. Window up, dude. I don't know where that tornado
His
is
window
right
was
now.
down.
Tornado's right next to us, right here. Holy shoot.
Dear Lord, please.
Dude.
If you're
Please! Heads down!
This is like meme coin season.
Surviving the meme coin season.
You ain't lying, C90. Fuck around and find out. You know, that's the way it goes. That was intense, man. Like, yeah, it just reminds me of the chaos of hopping into a meme coin there.
Storm chasers.
The whole time I
literally.
was watching that, I was thinking they were in like some kind of crazy armored vehicle,
yeah.
but it shows them they're in like this little Camry.
Yeah, they're like a
going
Honda
into a
Civic.
tornado.
You know, just hold on. There's like 5 of them in the car, just like trying to weigh it down. And stuff.
What's that
is it?
website? Is like wish.com. That's the wish.com storm chasers.
Oh my god! But they're living their lives. You know, they're young. They want to have an exciting time, right? They look like they're here for an exciting time, not a long time at that rate. But yeah, I have a buddy that does storm chasing, and he has a lot of fun with it out in Oklahoma. In general, I think I'm gonna have to buy a big old bag of Avalanche after this show. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend. Why, you like Avalanche too? God, why did I like Avalanche and I didn't like Avalanche?
I was in it hard last bull run.
You were?
I like it now.
Did it do good for you last bull run?
Yep.
It did?
It did a good 10x.
Yeah, it went. Let's look at the chart. I mean, I had the chart up earlier. I know it's around $10 right now. It has a super gnarly top that it achieved last bull market. Obviously, you got to keep in account. It's only about 49% of it circulating so far, but the tokenomics are not terrible. Let's see here. So it topped out right about $134 right there. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to pretty much just ham into this thing. I'm not even going to be shy about it. So I'll probably swap out a couple Ethereum. Maybe I'll just start with one Ethereum, see how it goes. But I definitely think that I need to have AVAX as one of my, you know, and this is good for me too, because I want to make sure that I have a good coverage of competitive layer 1s and layer 2s, but kind of in an incremental order. So I think that AVAX, just from where I see the markets are at right now, it's nasty pullback. And the overall sentiment, the tension coming to it, it's operationally sound. I'm feeling good at this point about it. So I stay on the outside and kind of analyze these things until I feel good. And in general, you know, if I didn't buy this, you know, I missed the $8.70, but I bought a bunch of other stuff that did great. Waiting till $10, even if I buy at $10 right now, this thing has still been getting crushed. Look at this thing. This is on the monthly or the yearly right here. Absolutely a great opportunity, I feel like, for myself. So
yeah, I feel like Eric Carlson said AVAX will probably do well, but I don't like it. I feel like it's a good opportunity for some gains for sure, but I don't know. Like, it's kind of dusty.
Yeah, I like money, you know.
The platform though, Stars Arena, like, I mean, everything's working, like, it's great, and I think that's good for AVAX. And I want a little bag.
Maybe go back in time to when Elio Trades was talking about Avalanche a lot. I'm curious to see why he was so bullish on it back then. I mean, he was right. I mean, it went up a lot.
Yeah.
So just like Hannah said.
Yeah.
Good money making machine.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad also on the XRP stuff, because I wanted to get Ripple. I wanted to get exposure to the ICO with Ripple or IPO. So I'm going to be going through link to our sponsor. Check out our sponsor link in the description of this video. They give you access to exposure to Ripple, chain analysis, a bunch of kind of crypto-focused traditional market plays. And it's just got a good access point because it lowers your minimum investment requirements. Competitors cost you at least $100K to get in. You can get into it with $5,000 here. So no brokerage fees, just a bunch of good stuff going from. They keep this channel alive, the lifeblood of the basement, along with our viewers, everyone in the community sharing our videos as they come out. You know, really this weekend's or last weekend's research and all the writing and research I did for my last videos, I feel stronger about the videos that I just wrote than I do about predicting that the XRP case would end the same month that Ripple or I predicted a year and a half, actually 2 years ago, that the same month that FedNow goes live, the XRP case would be resolved. That's exactly what we had. I felt great about that script when I was writing it. I felt even better when it came true. But what I've uncovered over the last few weeks, I feel even more convicted to. This is about a decade, maybe a decade and a half of my focus and everything just kind of coming to fruition and happening as I saw it would. Now, some of the weird feelings that I get when I see these things rolling out, things that I see ahead of time, is that they come too slowly. I'm expecting them to come to me quickly. And really, I've just had to learn a good deal of patience in letting those things come to fruition. because you can be correct about a chain, NFTs and Taco. I mean, I don't doubt NFTs are going to be around in 10 years. It's just a form of what they're going to look like, right? So saying that they're going to be dead or just fading it in total can absolutely wreck you. So keeping that in mind, I just really hope that everyone is doing your own research, learn how to find information on your own, to compare and contrast to all the talking heads that are on the internet. If they're not giving you sources, do your own source. Find out the information, Boolean search the information for yourself, because knowledge is power. The people and the friends and the loved ones in your community deserve that power as well, as much as you can give it to them. So spread the message about crypto and crypto adoption, because as we can see, the dam is about to break. There's going to be a large macroeconomic fix to the system. What it looks like could be a slew of different scenarios. Hopefully it doesn't go all the way to the third world championship of conflict to have to solve it like we did in Bretton Woods 1.0. But in case it does get there, make sure you're positioned accordingly. Guys, what are your plans for the weekend? What do you got going on? Taco, what are you going to do in that fantastic hoodie?
Maybe play some Call of Duty, maybe go to the gym, maybe hit some golf balls,
Okay.
What about you?
Hannah?
I think I'm going to a wedding tomorrow.
You're going to a wedding?
I believe. I'm going to Top Golf tonight.
What do you think you're going to a wedding?
Some golf balls.
Which you just might not show up to the wedding?
I'm going under
You're
like
+1,
odd
huh?
circumstances.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see.
Whoa.
I've only been to
We'll see
one
if I
wedding.
end up going.
Whoa.
I've only been to one wedding, my sister's wedding.
Yeah?
Wow.
I feel like that's
They're overrated.
unique. How many weddings have you been to?
Like 4 or 5.
Yeah? You going to a
5X
wedding this
my
weekend?
wedding.
What
No,
about that movie
that
Wedding Crashers, where they went
Oh,
around
Oh,
just
that's
to eat?
good.
so much fun.
dance?
So much fun.
That's a move. That's a big
I
brain
crashed
move.
a wedding in Jamaica.
Did you really?
Lots of fun.
What?
That sounds
That's
fun.
sick. I mean, they probably thought you were Lenny Kravitz in his prime.
I did that, but I wore my sunglasses all day at the beach in the sun. So I had the raccoon face going on when you take them off. So it was terrible, but I had a lot of fun.
Oh my God.
Had a lot of fun.
What are you going to do this weekend? Any plans?
Forza Motorsport came out for premium edition, so I'm probably going to drop a bill on that so I can play this weekend. Otherwise, I have to wait till Tuesday.
Okay. Very nice. Oh God, what do I have to do? I think I got to kill a couple chickens.
I knew it was coming.
As always.
I think I gotta kill a couple.
Sorry. Oh, and are we going shooting this weekend or what?
Yeah, we can.
All right then.
Y'all want to get me a scrap?
Yeah. What, a scrap?
Pew pew.
Oh, what? Okay. We can go shopping. All right. Well, until Monday, and pay attention. Saturday, we have a video coming out.
Shopping.
Yeah, we're going to go shopping. We should.
Straight to jail.
Saturday, a video's coming out 7 p.m. for Blockchain Basement. So make sure to try to catch that one. That's where all my deep dive research comes out. 7 p.m. Saturday night. And, I really appreciate you guys and the community that we have. You guys are freaking awesome. I love the intelligence that's in our chat. Until Monday, just keep your wits about you. I'll let you know how my AVAX buy goes. It'll probably dump to $3 after I do it. But hey, I'm paving the way for you. So appreciate all you guys for joining us. We're going to go get the rest of the day wrapped up here. Enjoy our weekend. And until next time, I bid you adieu.